Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at the level 51 Shundo Conkeldurr. This thing is an absolute beast. It does have great moves: Counter, Dynamic Punch, and Stone Edge. It also does have Focus Blast, but don't think you really want to go with that one there. And we're going to be pairing it up with Giratina, Snorlax, and Dialga, as well as Metagross, just a couple of battles. Now, this thing does have to look out for, obviously, Togekiss. Other than that, it is looking pretty good. Well, Giratina is also going to be a bit of a problem, Origin and Altered, of course, because it is simply just doing fighting damage. But it does have some decent coverage up against Togekiss. That's Stone Edge, and now we're going to be able to hit the Stone Edge up against Zacian here, and it's doing a pretty decent amount of damage. And say if they did go for a close combat or wild charge, you're obviously going to be doing a lot more, right? So with that said, if you do enjoy my videos, give it a thumbs up. Let's see what we're catching here. Tell me it's a wild charge. It is a wild charge on the Dialga. Amazing. Are you kidding me? Let's go. They're going to be swapping into their Melmetal here. And we're going to try to, get to that Draco Meteor. Now, as far as Retro Cup, folks, well, we've had it like 100 times, so you already know what it is. And we're landing that Draco Meteor. That's pretty big. They're going to go ahead and go with that superpower. We're going to let it go. Thundershock's not very effective. We should be able to get to another Iron Head, but they're going to throw first because they knew we would be getting to that. Bringing in the Conkeldurr. Now we can let this go, seeing that they did debuff themselves here. It is a superpower, still doing a decent amount, and we're going to be able to farm down. They're shieldless, and Zacian's going to be getting hit by a Stone Edge from the Conkeldurr. Can you believe this? A Shundo one of these. Like, I remember the day it happened. I was trading with one of my friends on my friends list, and I mean, I almost fell backwards. I couldn't freaking believe it because I never get this stuff. Every time I do a lucky trade, it's always not too good for the most part. I get some decent ones. But anyways, we have Snorlax here up against Ho-Oh. They're going for Earthquake. No problem. No problem. We're going to be able to take those Incinerates and then get to another Body Slam potentially here if we do want to shield up the next charge move. Although it is getting kind of close. We're going to survive one more. So we're just going to go ahead and let this Earthquake go here. Since we do have the Dialga, we haven't used a shield yet. And what we're going to do is they're going to get to a charge move. We're going to shield this up, and they'll just have a bunch of energy ready for the next Pokemon here. And we have the Conkeldurr waiting in the back. They're going to swap and lock themselves in with their Dialga. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Conkeldurr. And now, since Ho-Oh is so low, we should be able to counter down at that range there, if need be here. So we're going to go ahead and almost build up to 2 close comp or Dynamic Punches. Going for the first one, if we build up to 2, they would have been able to get to an Iron Head. And they have a Zekrom in the back. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Dynamic Punch. And we're going to be getting their last shield, and we're shieldless as well. So we need to get to this Draco. I thought they might be swapping, but I didn't really know if their clock was up, so I just threw it immediately here, knowing we're going to be able to Dragon Breath down the Ho-Oh and take the win with the Dialga. Let's get it, folks. Next battle, what are we going to see with that Snorlax? The Dialga sounds good to me. And we're going to be able to superpower it. Now, I'm not going to build up to 2 because people tend to like to try to catch. They're timing it, waiting for you to build up to 2. So I'm just going to throw it at a random time here and get them, and they let it go. We're going to go ahead and swap to see if we can catch an Iron Head on our Dialga, and they throw a Draco Meteor. That's okay. We bring their Dialga pretty low, but unfortunately they're bringing in a Mewtwo, but they're not farming us down, which is perfect. So they're going to go for that Side Strike. It is going to be able to farm up, but we're going to be able to take it out and get it out of the way so the Conkeldurr can do its thing, because we can't go up against that thing. Machamp has a better chance with its payback. Shadow Machamp at that. So we're going to shield this up and see if we can try to lay down. We have to win this battle at all costs. I mean, they haven't even used a shield yet, so this isn't looking too great. They're coming back in here with Dialga. We're going to counter down, but they're going to be making an instant swap into Kyogre. Don't know if we're going to be able to pull this one off here. We did get a bit of an energy advantage, a couple of counters in there, getting to the Dynamic Punch, getting the first shield here. Now, I didn't know if I should have shielded this up or the Snorlax, and I decided to let this go. I should have probably shielded up the Conkeldurr, but we have a ton of energy on our Snorlax already. So that, yeah. So the serves are going to start adding up here, or the waterfalls, I should say, because we're going to obviously shield this up. But folks, you cannot believe what freaking happened. Look at this. Watch. I can't believe this. So I get to the Body Slam. We have 2. We have 1 HP. We get to the next one. They don't sneak a move through. No way. Dragon Breath's going to take us out, right? It's so quick. We take them out with a lick, and the Snorlax doesn't even freaking move. I couldn't. Well, that's got to be the game of the year for me, personally. I know it didn't seem like too much of a it was crazy. If you know the mechanics of this, I mean, that was absolutely bananas. The fact that they didn't sneak a quick move through with the Kyogre at one point there, and then the Dragon Breath didn't take out the Snorlax, and we survived that whole time with 1 HP in a dream. That was a real dream. That was a real yawn. Was it? What's that move it uses to sleep? Sleep? not rest. There you go. It was a real rest. 1 HP in a dream. All right, I don't know what I'm going with this. Anyways, a little bit of something for the main series people. Something that we will never get in this game. The closest thing we'll get to that move is like Yawn, which is useless. Now, if they made... we're going to step away. Let's have a little... Look, that battle got me hype. Okay, now we got my enthusiasm going a little bit more. I'm going to have to tell you something too before we get into that. The Snorlax and how they can improve it. But I went today without coffee, and like towards... I don't know, like 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. I was like, why do I feel so bad? Like, I knew I worked out extra hard today, but this is not the way you feel when that happens. I ate great. I mean, what's going on? I drank plenty of water. And then later at night, I'm like, I didn't drink coffee. Okay. Because this is my son's birthday and I had all this stuff and I forgot and I didn't eat breakfast and I was waiting and I didn't have my donuts. So I just guess I didn't make it. So, yeah, it's crazy the effects of coffee has an actual legitimate drug. Okay, so anyways, how to improve Snorlax here? Sounds like I'm on coffee right now, right? Nope. How to improve Snorlax? What's going on? Why did they give it Yawn and just made it crap? Okay, they're coming out with Pokemon Sleep thing soon, so maybe they could do an improvement. Highly, it's like the chances of that are like 99.9% not happening. But it would be nice. Not like Snorlax needs some sort of an improvement or anything like that, but it would be pretty cool because it would also go alongside what slacking too, right? And it'd just be an interesting thing. Anyways, enough of my babbling and rambling here. What's going on? Up against a Dialga. We're going for the bait here. Meteor Mash. Okay. I mean, yeah, so about Snorlax, yeah, they made it nice. For the newer players, you probably weren't around, obviously. But Body Slam used to be Legacy. They made it so it wasn't Legacy. I do believe that was the case. And that just opened up the doors for it. Because before it was just like, how do you get it? It was before Elite TMs and all that. All right, anyways, up against the Dialga still. Bringing in the Snorlax here. Going for the superpower. Taking him out. Zacian in the back. Swapping into our Conkeldurr with no HP. And they're farming us down. Now, you already know what that means. Okay, Zacian with that much farm is going to be going to town, and I'm getting nervous. They go for a play rough. I'm like, what's going on? You have close combat, but that sounds good to me. So we take the win here, and looking good. Next battle, folks. What are we going to see here? Oh boy, that's literally that Giratina and then the Togekiss. That's like the worst leads. Zacian is not great, but at least there's some play, something going on. With the Stone Edge. There's something going on here with the Stone Edge too, but yeah, at least the quick move on Zacian is not very effective. So we're bringing in our Metagross, not really an effective counter here. All right, so I have Snorlax, but what we want to do is wait out this clock, see if we can get it down to the wire here, so I can swap if they swap. But if they don't, we're going to farm them all the way down. And Snorlax with this much energy is going to be a bit of an issue to deal with. I mean, there's not too much that can run from this. Basically, we're going to be doing damage to something. So they're going to town, they're throwing all their charge moves, we're taking them out. We still have, green health. Now they just bring us to the yellow. Going for the superpower. Conkeldurr is waiting in the back like, hey, boss, let me fight. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw it in. And they do have a Kyogre that they're going to be swapping into, so the Snorlax still does have energy. The reason why I didn't throw the next one is because we lowered our attack, and I kind of just want to wait so we can just, get more shields here. They have one left, and we'll figure it out at the end here. Since this Kyogre is so low, it's over. We've already won. We're going to throw this, and we still have a shield. Even if they farm us down, they can't get to 2 Iron Heads. And it's all a matter of, can Snorlax take them out? It's not going to one-shot. So we're going to actually have to get to a Body Slam too, because they're going to be very low. There you go. And they get to their charge move. Beautiful. We have that shield left. Don't know why it took me so long to tap on it. And then getting to the Body Slam, which our attack has been reduced by 1 stage, but it's still going to be enough to take them out because, that's just a little bit of health. And we take the win. Next battle, we're met with a Garchomp, and please tell me it has Mudshot. It is Mudshot. Okay, sounds good to me. Dragon Tail, no thanks. That is an extremely annoying thing to deal with, Garchomp. Alright, so who knows what this is going to be. We're just going to shield it up. It is an Earth Power. Still would have done a decent amount of damage, but at least it is not going to be Sand Tomb or something like that. Some bait. So we're going to go Dynamic Punch to let it go. We swap because I'm like, maybe I could snipe them with Lick, and unfortunately not. We're going to let this go, and it is going to be an Outrage, doing a lot of damage, but Snorlax can take it, and they bring in a Togekiss. So this is good. At least we're going to be able to see the Togekiss locked in here, and we're going to bring in our Metagross right after this. But Flamethrower is still going to be an issue. But this is actually pretty good because we're getting off another Body Slam at 1 HP here. Let's go. They're pretty much almost out. So we're just going to go ahead and bring in the Metagross and let this go, even if it's a Flamethrower, but it's just an Ancient Power, so no problem at all. They still have 2 shields, and they have a Shadow Metagross, so we immediately swap into our Conkeldurr, going for the Dynamic Punch here. Shadow Metagross, I mean, yeah, it's Shadow and all, but it's still going to be doing a lot. But I do believe something weird happens here. Is this the Earthquake guy? Okay, never mind. We're going to go up against one that just like starts throwing only Earthquakes. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they just have one charge move, but was a Shadow, I think. We'll see what happens. Anyways, so we throw the Meteor Mash, getting the shield here. And it's still going to actually do a decent amount, honestly, you know, because Shadow Metagross is just going to be taking that much more damage. But we're getting to the Earthquake and taking them out, and then taking out the next Pokemon with our Metagross, looking good. It's always a solid Pokemon. I haven't been using it too much lately because the things that I'm trying to use it with, it just doesn't work. So we're going to be seeing Shadow Lugia on the lead, Apex. I mean, those graphics coming off them, that makes it look so cool. So we're going to go ahead and just start throwing Body Slams here. I mean, that's all we can do at this point. And we let that first charge move go through as well, getting to another Body Slam. See, we don't really need to take them out. We just need to do a bunch of damage because of what we have in the back. The Conkeldurr doesn't want to be seeing that at all. But since we got it into the red, we're looking good here. We got the Metagross. We're going to be able to farm down. They haven't swapped, so they're going to be able to do if they want, but I don't think they're going to want to lock themselves at this point. Might as well just go all the way, and they're getting to a charge move here. Should it be Aeroblast? Yeah, just a Sky Attack that would have done a ton of damage, even though we're Steel type and level 50 Metagross, 100% IV. Going for the Meteor Mash. What do they bring into battle? It's a Garchomp, or a, here I go again, Groudon. Wow, why do I keep calling Groudon Garchomp? What the heck? All right. I need to make like a fusion and make like a shirt. So, did they just bring in Dialga? Yes, they did. Taking a Dynamic Punch to the face, or should I say to the crest chest. All right. And we're going to go ahead and throw another Dynamic Punch. We're just going to town with this thing. They're letting it go. I think they realize it's over. So I appreciate you staying in here. And we're going to let this go as well. Earthquake. And we're taking them out with a... Well, maybe they thought they had a chance. And check this out, folks. Look at this shiny Mewtwo from Go Battle League. So I sat here, excellent throw after excellent throw for like 20 minutes. And we got another excellent throw, but we catch it on a critical. Like, all right, sounds good. I'll take it. So it is going to be like an 11, 15, 15, whatever. It's a shiny Mewtwo. I've done about 7 or 8 raids total since it's been back. I told you I'm going to be waiting for the Mega Mewtwo whenever that does happen. So we're met with a Yveltal for this next battle with our Conkeldurr. Now, if it has Hurricane, it's over. I mean, it's going to one-shot us. Focus Blast will not. We can stay alive. The Quick Move is not going to do enough to actually finish us off, so we will be winning that matchup. It looks like they have Focus Blast. Retreating into their Kyogre, we're going to go ahead and go for the Dynamic Punch and then make that swap into our Snorlax here, doing a ton of damage. And since we did go for the Dynamic Punch on the Conkeldurr, this is going to be not enough to KO. Almost. That's all right. So we're going to let this go here and then just farm them down. We're still winning this matchup. Still have 2 shields. Energy on the Snorlax. Conkeldurr looking a little low, and we do have Lugia on the team here. So they're going to be bringing in a Dialga. We're going to just easily throw this superpower. And almost, can we... Now we can swap into our Conkeldurr. Can we get to the Dynamic Punch? We still have 2 shields. I think it is going to be worth shielding this up because we will be able to get there. They swap into their Yveltal. I had a feeling they were going to pull something off like this. So we're going to go ahead and just go for the Dynamic Punch here. That's fine. We got Lugia in the back. That is going to be able to handle the Dialga to some degree since it is this low anyways. They're not going to get to know Draco Meteor. I do not think so. We're going to be getting to the Sky Attack here. This will be enough to take them out. And Lugia, Shadow, always coming in handy. And remember, the Apex does damage in more damage in raids. it does the same damage in PvP as the regular shadows do. So we have a mirror match going on here. I do believe there's just going to be a best buddy, or it's just better. Mine's not 100, so yeah, there's just better. So we go for the Shadow Ball here, and they let it go, and I'm like, thank goodness. Thank goodness they're winning this matchup, though. So what are we going to do? Bring in Conkeldurr and just counter them out. Let's go. That was their pretty much fighting protector. Okay, so what did you got in the back? Let's see. Dialga, exactly. Coming in here with the steel type. See, this is the thing. You get rid of the issue for Conkeldurr, the counter. Oh, you're going to have a good time for the most part. So we swap. Let's see if we can go ahead and catch an Iron Head here. And we do. That's fantastic. What you got on the back is going to be a Melmetal. Oh, yeah, this is looking great. Throwing already? Oh, yeah, beautiful. We're going to go in here and just farm down. So they go ahead and throw their superpower. They've already lowered their stats. We're going to go for the Draco. I do believe we're actually winning this matchup with the Dialga. I think they back out. Let's see. Yes. All right. Yeah, that's right. We're taking the win there. Cool. All right. Moving on to the next one. Leading with the Giratina. Met with a Melmetal. This is always great. Nice shiny, by the way. Swapping into a Garchomp. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Dialga to just do that massive Dragon Breath. I mean, look at they're already in the yellow. And we're shielding that up. Okay, no problem. So we're going to go ahead and just farm down. Now we're going to have a ton of energy, which is going to probably get a shield out of them. So it's not like we're at some sort of massive loss. They do have a, counter swap advantage at this point, but Draco Meteor is still going to be hurting, bringing them into half. We do have the Conkeldurr in the back. We're getting to Iron Head. They're really building up their energy. Now, this is not going to do much, but let's see if they want to shield it up anyways. Yeah, that was going to be a Draco. I was hoping they would. Looking good. So easily letting this go. Dialga did what it needed to do times 100 here. Yeah, well, times 25. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina to go ahead and just absorb this here. You would think I'd bring in Conkeldurr, but I didn't want to. I had a feeling exactly that something in the back was going to be super effective, or not super effective, countering our Conkeldurr. So here we are, going straight for the Shadow Ball. No need to bait. Even if we could get the shield, doesn't matter. We're going to outpace them. Doesn't matter. We just need to win this matchup. Bringing Conkeldurr, they're not going to be able to take us out. They're not going to get to all those superpowers. So immediately swap. And hey, they're putting up a fight until the end here. We still have our Giratina that can throw in a couple of moves if need be, but they're going to be backing out. We take the win, looking good. Let's keep moving on to the next battle. You already know. What are we leading with? Giratina again. We're met with a Groudon. Hey, I said it right. Let's go. First it was Dialga and Palkia and Giratina, and now it's Groudon and Garchomp for whatever reason. I don't know why. So we're going to be getting a shield out of them right off the bat. Sounds good. And I figure they're going to go for the Earthquake, which is perfectly fine. I'm not going to be shielding this thing up. I'm just going to be doing as much damage as I can. And if you want to double shield it, leaving yourself shieldless sounds perfect to me. So we do have Dialga in the back, which is going to obviously take a lot of damage from Earthquake. But trust me, let's see what happens here. So they're throwing all their energy. Sounds good to me. Did not want me to get to another Shadow Ball. So we can go with either one here. I think we do go with the Dialga because just Dragon Breath is just such an extreme amount of damage here. And we're just simply going to shield this up. Whether or not it's going to be a bait. I figured it was going to be a bait. That's fine. They're not going to be getting to an Earthquake. They will get to another Fire Punch. And I'll take that right here. And that's perfectly fine. They're shieldless, and we got a bunch of energy on our Dialga. There was our counter. There comes a Kyogre. We're going to go ahead and throw the Draco Meteor, swap into the Conkeldurr. Immediately counter down. And that is going to be a wrap, folks. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll be catching you on the next one. Take care.